Hey everybody, welcome to Life in Calgary, Alberta. I'm Patrick Murray. Today we're going to talk about the latest stats from the Canadian Real Estate Association. So we're looking at the national picture for real estate, and then we're going to drill down a little further and look at how it applies to the city of Calgary. But before we do that, if this is your first time in this channel and you want to know everything there is about what it's like to eat, sleep, breathe, live, and play in Calgary, Alberta, then please just hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you get notified every single time I release a new video. Now, I've lived in several major centers in my adult life, but I settled in Calgary way back in 2001. And not only that, I've been a real estate professional here since 2010. And all this means I have some specialized knowledge about the city of Calgary and the surrounding bedroom communities. So if you are considering a move to the city of Calgary or one of these bedroom communities, or you're considering selling your home, please feel free to reach out to me, send me a text, email, or a phone call. I will absolutely get back to you. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's get into the latest Canadian Real Estate Association stats right after this. Today, I'm drilling down into the Canadian Real Estate Association's recent stats for the whole nation. And we're going to talk about what it means, but also specifically what it means for the city of Calgary, what it means for you if you're a buyer or seller in the city of Calgary. So let's get into it right here. Across Canada, home sales remain virtually unchanged in April, down just 0.1% from March. But this small number actually tells a much bigger story. We've now seen a pause in what had been a consistent downward trend in sales activity since the beginning of 2025. Year-over-year sales were still down nearly 10% from April 2024, and prices across the country dipped by about 3.9% on average. Now again, these are national statistics taking into account all the real estate markets and putting them together. Now, new listings were down 1% from March, and the number of homes on the market, while rising year over year, is still below long-term averages. So what's driving this market slowdown? Well, in 2022 and 2023, it was rising interest rates, and now in 2025, the big wild card is economic uncertainty, especially surrounding tariffs on key building materials like lumber, steel, and drywall. So this is affecting buyers and sellers in different ways. So buyers are cautious and they're worried about affordability, not just in terms of mortgage rates, but in renovation and construction costs. Now, sellers, on the other hand, well, they may be holding off listing until there's a clearer sense of economic certainty as to what's going to happen and where the market direction is going. CREA's senior economist summed it up well. This market feels more like the quiet conditions we saw in 2022 and 2023. It's not collapsing, but it's cautious, very cautious. So one major thing to watch is whether we see a shift from people wanting to sell to needing to sell. And that's something Canada hasn't seen well in several decades. And that's not happening yet, but it's a risk if the economy softens further. So now let's zoom in and talk about what all this means for Calgary. If you're a seller in Calgary this year, well, here's the good news. Number one, you're in a stronger position than many sellers across the country. Markets like Ontario and BC are seeing higher inventory, longer days on market, and tougher competition. But in Calgary, inventory is still relatively tight, especially in established communities and in the under $700,000 segment. So if your home is priced correctly and looks great, it can still move quickly. Number two, discerning buyers are back. Even in a more favorable market for sellers, well, today's buyers are careful. Overpricing your home or cutting corners on presentation can lead to extended days on market and eventual price reductions. The days of list it and leave it, guys, that's over. A pricing strategy grounded in recent sales data is essential. Number three, presentation and timing matter. Staging, professional photography, and listing at the right time of year can make a significant impact. Right now, we're in the heart of spring market, but it's not the frenzy of past years. Thoughtful preparation still matters. And number 4, negotiation and local insight give you an edge. Buyers are doing their homework, and so should you. Having a realtor who understands the neighborhood and tracks market shifts can help you negotiate with clarity and make a big difference. Now let's talk about the buyer side. Number 1, the Calgary market is more balanced than before, and that's good news. We're not in a buyer's market, but we're no longer in the competitive multiple offer environment of early 2022 either. In some price brackets, especially the higher end, buyers are gaining negotiating power. And this is where strategy comes in. Knowing when to act and when to wait can lead to better outcomes. Having a realtor who's dialed into the market trends can be even better for you when you're doing your home search. Number 2, local pricing is more stable than the national average. While the national average price dropped nearly 4%, Calgary's market didn't experience that same level of correction. In fact, some neighborhoods are seeing price stability or even modest increases, and that's why it's important not to let the national headlines influence your decisions too much. Calgary's market behaves differently. Number 3, interest rate stability equals better planning. Rates aren't falling yet, but they've plateaued, and that's helping buyers plan ahead with more confidence. No one wants to get caught mid-purchase with a rate hike. So in many ways, this kind of predictability is a gift. And number 4, tariff concerns may affect future supply and renovation costs. If you're considering building new or buying a fixer-upper, keep an eye on the cost of materials. Tariffs on drywall, lumber, and steel could lead to price increases or delays. That may shift some buyers back toward move-in ready homes, which are already in high demand. So what's the key takeaway? Well, Canada's housing market is treading water right now. Pause, cautious, and uncertain on the national scale. But in Calgary, we're holding stronger than many other markets. Whether you're buying or selling, this is a market that rewards thoughtful strategy, local insight, and solid negotiation skills. If you're thinking about making a move in 2025, now is the time to have the conversation. I'm here to help you make informed decisions, understand the numbers, and take the guesswork out of your next steps. As I said earlier, if you are considering a move to the city of Calgary or one of the bedroom communities, or you're considering selling your home, please feel free to reach out to me, send me a text, email, or a phone call. I will absolutely get back to you so you can live your life in Calgary, Alberta.